Hey everyone, so today I'm going to pretty much show you how to align your forks if you might have or may have twisted forks on your R3. So this is a 2019 Gen 2 edition, so this will apply to this model. Might be a little bit different in the first gen and the third gen, so I'm not sure, but if you've got a Gen 2, you can follow along with this one. So how do you know, first of all, if your forks are twisted? Well, your triple clamp is not going to be aligned with pretty much the fairing. So essentially what I've done here is, if we can see the front of the bike, I've got the front wheel straight, and this is what it's going to look like, or what you should have it when you're riding. Your front wheel should be straight, and this helps for the purpose of actually aligning your forks. But now if we look here, we've got your gauge cluster, which is in line with the tank here essentially, but we can see that the triple clamps here are skewed to the right a little bit. So it's kind of, rather than being a nice flat even level, it's kind of like this. We can see that the left side is slightly higher than the right side, and it's not quite straight. If it was, it would look more aligned like that. So it's not a big difference, but it's enough to notice it and annoy me when I'm riding. So what you're going to need is an 8mm hex and a ratchet. I've just got an extension here, which I need as well, and then also just this Allen key, pretty much to pop off the side plates and undo the screw here. So there are two ways you can go about this. One way is getting up under here, and I'll put on the wee light so you can see. But here we go, I'll point it to it. So you've got one bolt there on the left side, and then you've got, you can see that there, one bolt just there on the right side. So I've already undone that left side, and if you've got the right tools, or you take off these, you know, little fairing bits on the inside, you can probably access it from below, but I've actually found a way with those tools to access it from above. So I've taken the side panel off here, and it's really easy to do. You just kind of manipulate the handlebars as you go to access, and I can show you on the other side, but it gives me access, just a tiny little bit more room to actually get to that bolt, slip down my ratchet and the extension and undo it. All you need to do is just loosen it up by a turn. So you just break the bolt, and then there's the other one right here as well. So come around to the other side and I'll show you that. So as I mentioned, this side is already done, and now I'll show you the process of this side. So I'm going to have to hold my camera while I do it, and probably put down the light, so hopefully you guys can still see. But pretty much what you want to do is, I'll shift the clamp or the forks to the right, just undo this one, just take out, already dropping my stuff. Pretty much just undo this, so this will come out completely. So I'm going to loosen it up, and I'll show you where the wee push pins are. So you've got a push pin right there, and you've got another push pin there, and then you also have one right there as well. So these have to come out, and then you can easily pull out this wee side panel here, which just gives you that little bit more room. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just going to loosen them up, and then I'll show you how to pull it out. So I've gone ahead, taken out that hex bolt. The push pins are in there, and the easiest way to get them out, what I did is I used pretty much just the end of this and just pushed them in pretty much. And then once you've done that, you can then just get your finger and pretty much just pull them out. So that's one there. Get this one, probably a bit hard to see. So I'm going to go ahead and take them all out, and then we'll get back into it. Okay, so take them all out to get this off. Sorry, the washing machine is now going, so you might hear a bit of noise there. Hopefully it doesn't disturb the video too much. But you kind of just lift it up, pull it up from there, and then kind of ease your way out if you can see it from in there. So I might just shift the forks a little bit, give me some more room to get this part out. It comes out really easily, and then pretty much just pull it out. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, so what I do next is I'll get that bolt here, kind of where it gives me the most room. You can just see it just there in front, and then I'll reach down. Now it's got a bit of multitasking to get holding the camera and getting this. So I'm going to actually move the forks to the right just a little bit more. So I'm going to slide it down, get it in. Now for the other one, I actually just put this hex in first, so I'll take that out. And then I'll actually place this in first. So I've popped that in. You can see it's just hanging in there. And now I'm going to get the ratchet. Get the ratchet and see if I can clip that in on the end there. You can see that. Hopefully there's enough light on the video. There we go. So that's in. Now that's literally sitting in the bolt. And now I'll just crank it to the left to loosen it up. Cool, I'm just going to pop the camera down just to get it cracked loose. Okay, I just managed to crack it loose, and now I can actually move it to the left. So I'm just going to probably do the equivalent of one full turn. There we go. That's loose enough now. So I'm just going to take it out. Let's bring this back up. Okay, for this next step, you're going to need a 17mm socket and a 19mm one, and just a bigger ratchet if required for these bigger sockets here. So 17 will go on the right side of the bike here, and then the 19 will go on this side here. So you just want to loosen it from the left side, and you just hold the right side just so the front axle bolt doesn't shift as you're trying to loosen the left side nut over here. So I'm going to get on to doing that, and I might actually use my other ratchet as well. So you're going to need a couple of tools. Just loosen that up by, or actually this side, loosen it up by maybe a turn or two. Don't take it out, just crack it loose, and then you can loosen these front fender bolts as well. So there's two on each side, if I'm correct there. So just loosen those up, and then we're going to pretty much get into bouncing the front forks just so it can realign itself and untwist itself as needed. Now after that's all done, then it's just tightening everything up again. I just came from the front. I just held a ratchet there and a ratchet there, and I just started loosening up from this side. So you can see it's not fully out, but it is loose. Now I'm going to quickly loosen up the fender bolts. You don't need to take them out completely, and then we'll get into pretty much bouncing the front forks. Alright, so now that we've loosened up the front, the main axle bolt, we can now do the bounce for the front forks. So what you want to do is hold the front brake here, just so the wheel's not going to move on you. And then you want to bounce it fairly firmly, about 4 to 5 times. So here we go. I'll do the first one, kind of really get your weight into it. That's 3, 4, and 5. So in theory, it should untwist itself and realign itself, hence why we loosened up the lower triple clamp, fender, and the main axle bolt. So I'm going to give it another one for good measure. And now I'm going to check the alignment and make sure that I'm happy with it. All right, so it's still a little bit twisted. It's better, but I'm just going to give it a good few more firm bounces. And then pretty much we'll check again. So I'll have a look, make sure the front wheel's aligned. There we go, a little bit better. Cool, so as you saw, that's pretty much the bounce for the front forks, which helps to realign itself, essentially. So once we've got those things loosened up, most of the time this would fix the issue of having like maybe your triple clamps not aligned, and it's kind of like a wheel alignment that's gone bad for a car, essentially. Your bars might be either more left or more right, but the bike will be tracking straight. So that's when you know, okay, you probably got twisted forks of some form. Now, if it's being really stubborn and you can't quite get it aligned either, it's not really recommended, but you could also loosen the upper triple clamp bolts here, but don't take it out, just leave tension there, otherwise it will slide down the forks, but loosen it just ever so slightly, because it might be holding tension on the upper part of the forks itself as well. What I did there too, which I did off the camera because I just need to have full hands, was I actually straddled the front wheel between my legs, held it between my legs like so, gripped both the bars and just kind of pulled it as well while trying to keep the wheel as straight as I can with my legs, just to pull it back into alignment. So therefore, just having a look now, it's always hard to do it purely by eye, and I'll really know properly once I'm out riding. But that, so far, that looks pretty straight, and this should be fairly straight as well, which it does look like it is there. Maybe still ever so slightly to the right, but it's definitely better than what it was. So without further adjusting it more, I'm going to put it back together. And what you should do first is tighten that lower triple clamp bolt, both sides again, then tighten the front axle bolt, and then finally tighten the front fender. And in most cases, if you've done like a standstill and you've dropped the bike, or very low speed tip over, most of the time this will fix any kind of unaligned forks. If it's real major, high speed or really hard tip over, you'll have to look into some other ways of finding, it could be the fairing stay that's bent as well, or bent clip-ons, but that's for another time. So hopefully this helps, and do feel free to ask any questions below. Catch you later.